Hi there, Loy Machedo. Speaking to you from LoyMachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding? You know, people when they talk to me, some people when they speak to me, talk to me, follow me, they think I never get sad. They think I never get depressed. They think I'm always up, bubbly, strong. What people don't know is there are times where I do feel down. There are times where I do have my doubts. There are times where I have failures. There are times where I feel vulnerable. And at that time, I really need to dig deep to find the source of inspiration. I really need to dig deep to believe in myself. And, it was one such moment where I was feeling down, and then I bumped into this video on Facebook. And let's see if I can put it up. But this video is of this guy. In the beginning, the first part is you'll see this guy getting out of his car, and he doesn't have a hand, and he doesn't have legs, and prosthetics, and he walks out, and then they show this really handsome guy whose name is Travis Mills, who lost his 4 limbs, all his limbs, because he was in a war. And then this guy, Travis Mills, who's a veteran, is an honorary veteran, really good looking guy. He speaks about how when he went to war, he didn't know that they were checking this area to find if there are landmines or whatever. As they were checking, there was no problem, there was nothing, and all of a sudden it seems the bomb exploded. There was a mine there. They didn't know that. And it exploded in such an impact, in such a manner, that immediately his one hand and one leg blew away. They couldn't find it. And after a few days, apparently, they called his wife and said, if you have to save him, we need to amputate the other leg. So in a span of few days, he lost 3 limbs of his, and he had only 1 arm. And then it's a very powerful moment, okay, very powerful, where he knows he's awake and he knows he doesn't have his limbs, and he tells his wife, who has his baby daughter, he tells her that you don't have to take this. You don't deserve this kind of life. If you can leave me and go. And at that time, I'll tell you, I was it just hit me, because I always tell my wife, if anything like that happens to me, I just want you to leave me. If I'm paralyzed, or if I lose my hands, if I lose my legs, just leave me and go. And I could relate myself to this guy, because he has a daughter, and today I have a daughter. And I was just listening to this guy, and I was imagining that if I was going to be in his place, I would have told my wife the same thing. And then as I listened to this video, you can see the wife with the small baby in one of the prosthetic legs, and you can literally see this guy with no arms, no legs, having this baby. He doesn't have his limbs, and you can see this baby, and you can see the struggle of this guy with no hands, no legs. And there's this moment in the video where he tells his wife, if you leave me, I would understand. And he says, my wife looked at me and said, I'm offended. I'm offended that you'd even think like this. And then they immediately screen to the next scene, where he's speaking as an inspirational speaker. He's speaking to a group of people, where he says, and I told my wife this. My wife said, yeah, I did think about it, that, the house is in my name, everything is in my name, I can leave you and go. But I was also thinking of the benefits of disabled parking. And, the audience burst out laughing. And then there's this part in the scene where he speaks about, that he had to succeed and he had to survive for his baby. And she said, you need to do this for her. And for me, it was a very powerful moment, you know, when I saw this guy just giving his reason to live. He had to live for his wife. He had to live, especially for that small little baby. It was a very powerful moment. And I'll tell you this. Today being a father of a small baby, I kind of understand that. I kind of understand that because, you know, um, there are days when things become hard. There are days where it's a struggle. And then you just see this small little child, you know, looking at you. And you know that you need to, you have to succeed and survive for that little child, you know. So sometimes it's hard. So the point I'm trying to tell you is, you know, there will be struggles. There will be struggles. And life is a struggle. It's not easy. There are times when life is a struggle. But then you need to dig deep. If you're down, people will just walk all over you. People will try to destroy you. People will not spare you. We live in a dog-eat-dog world. And you need to dig deep to find the reason to live. Once upon a time, for me, I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck whether I would live, I would die. I didn't give a fuck. I'm telling you, I didn't give a fuck. I was the type of guy who didn't mind killing himself. And that's what I tried to do in 2011 when I didn't have anything, you know. You can check my videos. It's there, that 2011 Machedo suicide. But today when I have my baby, if I kill myself, if I give up, nobody's there for that little baby, you know. And I named her Helen. I named her Helen after my mother, whom always tried to build a relationship. So today I can't fail her. So that gives me the incentive and the drive to fight. So the point I'm trying to tell you is, you know, sometimes you need to look deeper. When I was single, I could afford to give up. I could afford to even kill myself. But today, I do not have that luxury. I do not have that choice. Because when I held that little baby in my arms, the day I held her, I realized I'm responsible for another life. And for that little child, I have to succeed. So, you know, this video of this guy just reminded me of that. Travis Mills. I can understand the struggle that he's going through every single day for his baby. Because today I have a baby myself. And I know what a father would go through for his baby. So all I want you to know is life is not easy. It's tough for everyone. I speak to a lot of people who struggle, who fight. But you need to dig deep. You need to really dig deep. And sometimes it's not about you, it's about the ones that you love, especially your family. For me, it's not about me. Yeah, my brand is there and everything is there, but today it's more about that little baby, that child, who I owe the child a good life because I bought the child. I never got a proper upbringing, but I would like to do a good job as a father. I'm not a good father, I'm not a good human being, I'm not a good person. But I just want to give that child a good life. Where if I do die, or she has a good life. So every day that I struggle, every day that I fight, every day that I wake up, it's thinking about this little baby. So yeah, just thought I'd share this with you. Life is not easy. There are ups and downs, but you need to dig deep to find your reason to live, your reason to fight, your reason to survive. And it's a tough world. I'll tell you, it's a dog-eat-dog world. There are people who will be there to take advantage of you, betray you, cheat you, harm you, hurt you. And it's a fight. It's a fight because it's either food on your table or food on someone else's table. So when you have the reason to live, you'll fight on. And like someone told me, the day you have your own child, you'll change. I'm still the same guy, but today when I hold that small little baby, when I drive the motorbike, when I go shopping, when I do anything, I think of this small little baby, I think of this small little child, and I owe this child a good life. So just thought I'd share this with you and let you know that you need to fight. You cannot afford to give up. Life is going to be hard. But do whatever it takes to survive. Just do whatever it takes to survive. You'll always have haters. You'll always have people who doubt you. You'll always have people who put you down. But eventually, if you keep on keeping on fighting it, you will succeed. But you need to figure out the reason to live, the reason to fight, the reason to survive. And for me to hold that small little girl, plays, I found that reason. So just like when I saw this video of this guy, this Jim Mills, Travis Mills, I kind of was able to relate to him. I understood. So anyway, just thought I'd share this moment with you, live from livemachedo.com. Who's Live Machedo? I think Pastor Brian. You got your comments, put them down. Like the video, thumbs up. Don't like it, thumbs down. But yeah, do share this video of Travis Mills. It's very touching. It's very powerful. And I'll see if I can get the link. I'll put his link below. See how you can support that guy. Take care.